sometimes it can take a while to find your rightful place among your in-laws. Families can be a bit complicated, no more so than the royal family. But almost 30 years after meeting Prince Edward, Sophie Rees has recently blossomed into something of a royal star. Now firmly established as the Countess of Wessex, happily married and a mother of two, she is fast becoming one of the most prominent figures in the upper echelons of royalty. Perhaps it's a rather undervalued asset for a family that's meddled in all sorts of problems lately. I first met her in the early 1990s when rumors began that she was dating the Queen's youngest son. I was at the Ritz drinking and dining with one of the Queen's bridesmaids, when this elegant and unassuming young woman took her place at the next table. The last thing a member or potential member of the royal family wants is to be harassed by a journalist or engage in any type of entertainment. Honestly, they prefer to pull their teeth out with a pepliers. But Sophie was an exception. I introduced myself and she was charming, accommodating and completely discreet. I liked it immediately. 3 decades later, I think it still has those qualities. She has what it takes to be real yet approachable, dignified yet humble. A perfect advertisement for an institution that has been deleting its own notebook too often lately. However, it wasn't always easy for Sophie. And she made mistakes too. A few years into her marriage, she was utterly humiliated when she was betrayed by an undercover News of the World reporter. Sheikh of the Middle East persuaded Sophie, who was then running her own public relations firm, to speak about the royal family during discussions about a business plan. She made some pretty snide remarks about different people and seemed to play with her kings as well. Relationships, allegedly suggesting his name would bring the Sheikh business. It was the moment that both Edward and Sophie realized that their ambitions of becoming royals with careers that would allow them to make a living were not feasible. Prince Edward closed his television production company and Sophie gave up her PR career. Their lives as royals working full-time. They are very sought after and I have seen them in action. Edward is fun and funny, Sophie has focused on difficult issues such as sexual violence against women and girls. She's learned the lesson that she's not there to advise or run a charity like she did as a public relations consultant. She and Edward live close to the Queen in a manor called Bagshot Park. And the Queen has become fond of her, regarding her almost as another daughter. Sophie was a huge comfort during the Duke of Edinburgh's illness. And it is a measure of the affection between them that the Queen chose a photo taken by Sophie to mark his funeral. It showed the Queen and Prince Philip enjoying a picnic in the Scottish Highlands, looking completely relaxed in their daughter-in-law's company. There is no doubt that Sophie's star is in the ascendancy. She may be the monarchy's secret weapon whenever the going gets tough.